be over 65%
Okay.
for the system to do it.
All right.
It didn't even need it.
Yeah, when we really, designed and developed this vehicle, we did it along with the YXZ1000R manual shift vehicle. We really just wanted to kind of give users a different way to experience this pure sport market. So we kind of launched this new sport shift technology. Again, it's a paddle shift style of shifting vehicle. But the key feature is it really eliminates that foot clutch for you, so it has an auto clutch system.
So there's no clutch at all? No.
There's no physical
Pedal.
clutch pedal.
Okay.
The vehicle still has a clutch, similar to the 5-speed sequential shift vehicle.
And so this is going to fit more of a wider audience, someone who may not necessarily know how to drive a manual, or may share it with somebody that is not as comfortable with the manual transmission.
Sure, it'll give everyone kind of the mix of that pure sport environment, to bring you in. So if yourself, you want to drive a little more aggressively and really experience, again, that pure sport side-by-side, that direct connection feeling we always talk about with a manual transmission.
Yeah.
But it's also, as you kind of pointed out, a little easier for, whether it be family members or wives or whomever, to get in the vehicle, especially for the first time, and just be able to drive it very easily.
Yeah. What are some of the more unique features about this? I mean, besides you've got the paddle shifters and everything, does it shift? Can you shift it without using the paddles at all, or do you have to always use the paddles?
You do need to use the paddles to shift the vehicle up or down. We've built in some kind of convenience features, if you will, to kind of assist you, just make it a little easier whether you're out in the trail, in the desert, or wherever. A feature like auto downshift. So the vehicle, say you're in third gear, you're driving with your friends, you come up to a trailhead and you stop. The vehicle, while you're just braking, it will downshift from third to second to first for you. So when you're at a stop, you can just simply accelerate in first gear.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. And does it have any, special features as far as like launching or any hill control features?
Absolutely, yeah. We don't want this vehicle, it's no less capable than a manual transmission. Our standard manual transmission vehicle. So if you think about it from this aspect, we want the vehicle to perform as an expert driver would with a fully manual transmission. So you can expect that high level of performance with the sport shift technology. So one of those key features we build in is the launch system. So to be able to get off the line quickly, you can engage the launch system. It'll allow you to rev the vehicle up, all the way to red line if you'd like, and you can just launch it like you would a manual vehicle.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That seems like that'll be a fun feature for all kinds of people that
Absolutely.
That'll want to try it out and drag race their friends and stuff. Now what other kind of now is there a hill control feature?
So we built in other features. I think we have something called the dynamic clutch engagement. So what this does, if you kind of think of yourself in a situation where someone in a manual transmission, again, maybe you have your kind of stuck between two rocks, your tires are stuck between two rocks, or maybe you're in a creek bed and you're trying to get up over a ledge. Someone with a manual transmission, an expert, would just kind of spike the clutch a little bit, get the RPMs up, and you just simply jump up over that ridge. Well, what this vehicle will do is, being it doesn't have a clutch pedal, it will do it for you. So if the transmission has a high load, you can simply just push down on the throttle. It'll rev the vehicle up and get you up over that ledge. Nice
so it senses then automatically that you're kind of adding more power, and it wants to pop the clutch. Okay.
Yep. You're telling the vehicle, hey, I want to get up over this obstacle.
So there's a lot of electronics involved with this. It's a good brain in there, the ECU that is reading all the controls that the driver wants and anticipating what the driver's going to do. And you guys have thought all this stuff out.
Absolutely. We spent a long time developing this vehicle. It does have an additional MCU which controls the whole sport shift system.
Okay.
It's monitoring all kinds of things like throttle position, wheel speed, clutch load, and on and on and on.
Yeah.
But it does give you the ability to shift the vehicle, at full throttle. You don't have to let off the gas at full throttle or half throttle. But it knows and it senses what you want. So we want the vehicle to perform as you would think it would. And what I mean by that is if you just want to cruise around easily, if you're just cruising at 3,000 or 4,000 RPMs and you pull back the shifter, it'll shift nice and smooth and relaxed for you. On the other side, if you want to be very aggressive, and you're almost in a wide open throttle position, you pull back on the shifter, it's going to shift much differently. It's going to be much harder. It's going to put the vehicle in gear and really give you a positive engagement and keep that direct connection feeling.
Okay. And it's got diff lock, you can go between diff lock, 4-wheel, 2-wheel drive. Is the diff lock just for the 2-wheel drive, or does that work on the...
So all of the core Yamaha features remain.
Okay.
Whether it be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive limited slip, or full differential lock, depending on what you'd like. You can run the vehicle in 4-wheel limited slip the whole time. A lot of people prefer to drive that way.
Yeah.
And then differential lock, if you get yourself in a tricky situation, you can lock up all 4 tires and get yourself out.
Okay, yeah. And what other kind of, this is the base model, right? What is the MSRP on the base?
So we start with an orange-black model, which is $20,599.
Okay.
And then the vehicle we're sitting in now is our racing blue and white. That vehicle adds a couple additional features like some embroidered seats, color match frame, and things of that nature for about 200 more.
Okay. And then you have like a special edition coming out, or is it?
We do. We launched the all-new special edition at the same time.
Okay.
That vehicle has a couple additional features. It has 14-inch beadlock wheels, additional in-cabin features. It's a matte black painted body.
Okay.
And it also has the Fox X2 internal bypass shocks, which are exclusive to Yamaha.
All right. And those are pretty adjustable, more
Extremely
fully
adjustable.
These are adjustable though too.
They
right?
are, yeah. The Podium 2.5s that are on this vehicle, we have full high and low speed compression damping adjustments, and you can adjust rebound and obviously your preload. The X2 base shocks are a much wider range of adjustments, so you can get high and low speed compression and rebound damping, plus a dual spring with adjustable crossover.
And that seems like for someone who's a real expert and is going to know the difference between, but for most people, having the amount of adjustment on this base model should be a pretty good starting point for sure.
Absolutely. I mean, the Fox Podium 2.5 are still very, very capable shocks, as I'm sure you guys are out here testing with us today. You can tell.
Yeah. Yeah, excellent. Well, thank you very much for talking with us.
You're welcome.
We'll get back out and hammer this thing some more later.
Sounds great.
All right. Thanks, Ryan.